and that's where you'll be forgotten. In 40 years, you'll still be here, drunk, washed up, and asleep.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
On the app, online, in the car, it's on all the time.
Ready, set.
You know, I wrote to your station manager about your show, and the funny things that you think funny aren't funny, yet you're still on the air.
Turn it up, we giving the show.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. Orlando's number one hit music station. It's XL 1067. It's Johnny's house on a Monday morning. Let's see. It's going to be partly cloudy, isolated thunderstorms. Heat index up to 105 today. There's a 30% chance of rain, and right now it's 74.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So I feel like this shows you how healthy The Rock is, or tries to be. Sean Evans, who does Hot Ones.
Okay.
So he tried to get The Rock to come on Hot Ones. For years, he's been trying to get him on there.
Okay.
And he's been asking him, but I guess the closest he's ever got was when The Rock replied to him and asked if he could do grilled salmon strips instead of wings.
Okay.
And I'm like,
okay.
That's funny that he asked to do that
No, I
instead
understand,
of
man.
chicken wings.
You know what? You heard of gateway drugs? I believe in gateway foods. There's certain foods that open up that gate and you're back in.
But he does cheat days that are insane.
Oh,
like
my
he
goodness.
posts them on Instagram, and
goodness.
it's like chocolate sundaes and like whole cakes.
Yeah. So, but that's as close he's ever gotten. He said, and it kind of fell through. He said that was it. He just said, "Will you be willing to do instead of wings, grilled salmon strips?" And then that was it. As of
He
there.
said no?
No, he said no.
Yeah, it's literally called Hot Wings.
Yeah.
What's called hot ones.
Hot ones. Oh,
So it could be anything.
Yeah.
But they said part of it is the idea of you biting into the wing and it getting on your
On your
face
face.
and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
They could have done like naked ones,
Hey,
like
but-
That's
grilled.
what I thought.
For that interview, bring them salmon strips in.
Right, whatever.
Seriously. So there were 3 big deaths that were reported. So they always say death comes in three. Maggie Smith, John Ashton, and John Ashton's from Beverly Hills Cop. That movie, those movies, and then Chris Christopherson.
Yeah. Now I knew about those two. I didn't know the young lady. I was like, okay. It's funny. I saw that this morning. I'm like, well, who's the third?
Yeah.
But
So
that's who it was.
Maggie Smith,
Gotcha.
she's 89 years old. She's very well known from Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
She was also in Downton Abbey. So those are like the 3 ones that were like pretty big that were mentioned.
Yeah. I know who she is.
Yeah, so when you see a picture of her, she was 89 years old. So there's no word exactly the cause of death, but her family said she died peacefully in a hospital. And she's been around forever, though, if you look at her history.
Yep. I mean, from black and white TV shows.
Yeah.
Did you hear that she also passed away like a year after the character from Dumbledore?
Really?
Yeah, it's like 1 year apart from their death. It's like
So you people don't know that. I wouldn't.
I know.
it's Harry Potter fan stuff.
The
Yeah.
Harry Potter thing.
It's so funny how strong the diehards for Harry
I
Potter
know.
still are going. You
I
know, for
know.
us, it's obvious because we have Universal and Harry Potter and all that stuff. But people that are around the country that don't have that,
I
it's
like walking through that area going, this is no.
Yeah.
It's like Star Wars. Like once you're in it, you're in it.
Yeah, so this, I don't know if I'm surprised. Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch said that all the kids hooked up with each other in real life.
They've been saying that for years.
I know.
I mean, I believe it. Like if
They were children.
If you talk to kids that were always on set of shows, like Saved by the Bell, they all dated around each other. 90210, they all dated around with each other.
I feel like even the Disney Channel and some of those people that were starring together, you're around each other so often, and that's all you know.
I'm not sure during the Brady Bunch they had those rules that they have now. Like now you had to be in school a certain number of times. I think that work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said, I dated Maureen McCormick, and Chris Knight dated Eve Plum, and Michael Lookinland and Susan Olsen had a mock wedding at one point, and they were hooking up. So he was he gave the full on who hooked up with who did what with who.
That doesn't sound surprising.
I know.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of staining my childhood.
Yeah.
You think so?
Now, somebody
bit.
came out with a tell-all book.
Yeah.
One of them did.
Well, there was one movie. Didn't Marsha make out with her brother.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
With
the
like the older,
movie.
was it Greg?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
That movie was cringy,
it was so
man.
cringy.
Janet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'd like to go up to her. Hi, Greg. You're like, wait,
Yeah.
that's my sister.
I'm not surprised by it.
All right, we'll give you an update on what we've been doing all weekend long right here on Johnny's House. 6:17, it is Johnny's house. It's Monday, partly cloudy, isolated thunderstorm, 30% chance of rain. High of 92 with the heat index. 105 is what's going to feel like. It is 74 right now. We got a pair of the tickets to see Taylor Swift for the Eras Tour in Miami. All you have to do is listen for us to play Taylor Swift back to back. And if you call it 20, we'll hook you up with a special vinyl, and then you'll be qualified for the grand prize, tickets to Taylor Swift. We don't have them. But I think y'all figure that out so you can stop asking.
Right.
Yeah, we got no tickets. Back in the day, we used to have them. We used to get all kind of stuff, tires, all kind of stuff. With
Tires?
Tickets. Oh, yeah, I got a set of tires for
Really?
tickets. Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
That wasn't illegal. You had tickets. They used to actually give you the physical tickets.
Yeah.
So you can go out.
So you can walk around and just hand them out to people.
Oh.
But I just used the barter system. That's just me. This weekend, last weekend, it was a lot of fun. I thought I was going to wake up sick because I just stayed in the rain. It rained off and on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was out there. And then I realized that you can't really get sick standing in the rain. You have to get some kind of virus or something.
Right, yeah. It's not just the rain.
And voice is a little off because at the final party, we didn't have a mic, and I was kind of screaming.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about that. Set your alarm, set your clocks, whatever, 8 o'clock. About 8:05, we'll tell you all about Lost Weekend. It was a lot of fun. It was great meeting a lot of you and having some one-on-one time. And a lot of people told me how they connect with the show and why they're there, and it was so interesting to hear about. But it was a lot of fun, and we'll tell you about it at 8:05 this morning. Ray.
Yeah, it was good. Last weekend was so much fun. I loved seeing everybody and meeting everybody. And then yesterday, I didn't really do much. Just did some laundry and kind of just got prepared for the week. And that's pretty much it.
I was telling Brian, I had a little damage from the storm. My screens by the pool, there's 4 big panels that are out. And I was watching football, watching them fly in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it today.
Yeah.
I had to deal with it yesterday. B, how about you, man?
Same. Last weekend was great. It was a really good time. We stayed out super late on the last night. Like, we didn't get back to the room till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my God.
What'd you do?
We
Just
sat.
hung out and joked and laughed and told stories and stuff.
Yep.
And it was fun.
That's nice.
And then I packed up everything and went home. But then I just didn't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
So I watched football. I dozed off here and there. We watched some Bear and Sea Gold. And then I have everything to do. Like, I got to get caught up. I'm the outside of my house looks like a war zone. I'll get to it today. I got some things I need to fix. I'll get to that today. I got laundry to do. I got to pay bills. I got to do life today.
Yes.
I didn't feel like lifing yesterday.
A special thanks has to go out to your wife for hosting the pajama jammy jam breakfast.
Yes.
I mean, the food was on.
Yeah,
it
so
was on.
When I told my wife we were doing the Lost Weekend thing, she's like, "Well, Saturday morning I'll make breakfast for the show."
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I'm like, "All right, that sounds good." And then it turned into this person plus this person plus this, and now we got 14 people.
Yeah, it was a full house.
Oh, your wife said, "Hey, I noticed y'all invited a whole lot of people.
Right.
I have enough food.
We had leftovers.
Oh, you can.
Because my wife overdoes everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, we had a spread.
I know.
It was nice.
I was like, hey, so-and-so asked. I couldn't tell him no. I mean, you know.
Right, yeah, no. And I kept telling her, well, hey, this person's coming.
It's
like, what? I'm like, look, it could have been worse. Because I had other people asking.
Oh, no.
And I said,
no.
They
wanted to know where it was.
But we had leftovers. I took them home and ate them yesterday.
Good time. And your little puppy, man. Good.
Oh,
man.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I was thinking, no, I don't want to. No, John, you don't want another dog. No.
Yeah,
no.
if you've seen
No.
my social media, you've seen
No.
Lolo. We introduced her to everybody, and she was living her best life.
I
Yes,
know.
she was.
Very social.
She was wild, and she slept all day yesterday.
When she was done with it, she moved.
Yeah,
So cute.
she goes on to the next person.
To the next person, and she'll come back around.
Yeah.
Nerese, how was yours?
I was good. Hanging out with you guys, like, it never gets old. Got the chance to perform, too, which was, like, my highlight. I was super stoked about doing that. And then yesterday, I had to deal with life. I had to take my car to the shop and deal with air that was leaking out of my tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I finally got that fixed yesterday, and then kind of just started bouncing back to work, slowly back into unpacking, get to laundry. I don't want to delay those processes much anymore because
Yeah.
it's like, it'll catch up.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, no, it's going to be done. All we did yesterday was put off what had to be done.
Yes.
You know, I got
Yeah.
stuff that needs to be done. I hadn't seen the kid since Wednesday because of the storm, and he was at his grandmother's, and he was asking me stuff. I was just saying, yeah. He's like, Dad, I want to go to the homecoming dance. All right. I said, that's fine. And he says, yeah, and also I'm going to need a suit and all that. Okay, I mean, of course you're going to need that. And I said, well, how much are the tickets? He said, they're $80. $80?
That's how much homecoming is now?
Yeah, well, I'm going
that's
to.
homecoming.
It ain't for two people, it's for one. Well, I'm going with you for $80.
I get some dinner. I get some meals, something. What do I get?
Seriously.
I said, I guess you get in. So I was like,
wow.
$80. I'm like, man. Okay, if you want to go, you can go. You know, you taking a young lady? That's me and my friends.
She's buying her own ticket, whoever.
we didn't roll like that. You know, back then, if you ain't have a date, you ain't go. But now they go in groups and that kind of thing. So again, about 8:05 this morning, we'll give you a rundown about Lost Weekend, and everybody was there. I want to talk about it, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that we were able to do that. Speaking of storm stuff, we're gonna come back and talk about stuff that you still have to deal with after the storm. We'll do that next on Johnny's House. 6:36. It is Johnny's house. I was sending notes to DJ Dirty Mello when it was raining at the last weekend to play songs like that. I went up there. He's like, dude, stop. There's rain falling all over me.
That's quite zany of you.
You know, it's a little wacky. Coming up at 8:05, we'll talk about last weekend. Today, weather is going to be hot and humid. It's going to be partly cloudy, isolated thunderstorms, 30% chance of that. 105 is what it's going to feel like, and it's 74. Now, the storm has passed here, and it was kind of quick for us because we went straight from the storm to do the live broadcast the last weekend. So the first time for us to really deal with reality of the storm was yesterday. I was calling my family in North Carolina, and they kept talking about, you need to look at the images of Asheville.
Oh, Asheville's wild.
And I'm saying, Asheville's in the mountain. It can't be that bad. I was like, you need to see it. You need to see it. My son, you got to watch these photos, Dad. And I'm like, I had no idea. They said they all have little rivers that when you go hiking, there's they all join together and flood it. All the water from the mountain, which makes sense, just roll down. And
I'm on in Asheville.
Okay.
And so I got emails late, like Thursday, hey, we need you to do some updated stuff about the rising waters. And I'm like, in Asheville?
Asheville?
Because I'm watching the news, and I mean, it's going to be rainy, but I mean, it was bad.
I saw people are just like stuck wherever they are.
Yes.
They can't go anywhere.
So Chad from down the hall, he's got a really good friend that is a doctor in Nashville, and they're right now like isolated. They're like, they can't get in. No one can get in. They can't get out.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to fly out, but
so the water's not receding?
no, and so the only way in or out is boat. Like and not because it's a leisure cruise. Like you have to find someone with a little trolling boat and get in and out.
Here's the thing about North Carolina. It's not like Florida where you're pretty much 1 degree separation from somebody with a boat.
Yeah.
It's not like that in North Carolina. You're about 4, 5, 6 separation with someone with a boat. Me personally, I had to leave the broadcast. After the broadcast on Friday, I had to go home because when I left home on Thursday night, we didn't have any power. So when I got home, I need to turn all the lights off and stuff like that and then get an assessment of the storm. And I had 4 panels by the pool. I have pool curtains. Oh, they're gone. But that's my fault. My lazy butt didn't get up there and take them all down.
Right, yeah.
I had time to do it. I knew it was going to happen. And so they're gone. And I had 2 panels. So I turned all the lights off. And then I went back to last weekend. I got back yesterday. And I saw something that no one ever wants to see when you're going to go home and you have a garage refrigerator. There was water coming from the refrigerator.
Oh, no.
And I was like, no. So I just opened it a little bit because that's when that smell going to come out.
Oh, yeah.
And the lights were out. And I knew that anything I had in there is gone. So now I got to, my son's like, are we going to clean it now? Oh, hell no, we ain't cleaning it now. We're going to freeze it all back up and then throw it away because it's easier that way. Now it smells like death in there, and so But you know what? It is what it is.
Right. I mean, that's small compared to we get lucky in Central Florida.
Yeah.
Even over in Tampa, they got hit pretty hard. But we get lucky here.
AJ, Dr. Michael Denise, who used to be on the show, his house got flooded.
Yeah.
I called him as I was walking to the pool party on Saturday, and he had a broom was sweeping out water, and he's like, well, I'm trying to call my insurance company. I'm like, bruh, that's a hot number right now.
Yeah.
That's a hot number.
They're about to drop you anyway. So.
yeah, really. He's like, I don't know. I want to get started, but I'm like, I said, if I was you, just wait till they tell you what to do because you want to make sure you get full coverage out of that. They don't want to come in and say, well, what's that damage on the floor? Well, I pulled up the floor. No, just wait. And he said, but I keep calling. Dude, everybody in Tampa is calling.
Right.
Everybody. Ray, you have any damage, anything?
Nope.
You good?
Nothing
Family's
at all.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's good.
Yeah. B, how about you, man?
No, I mean, just some stuff that blew around my backyard. It kind of moved things around. It tilted like my outdoor ceiling fan. Like, again, first world. I climbed up on a ladder last night and straightened it back out.
Yeah.
But I got to go through and pick up the stuff that it broke in my backyard because it did break some stuff.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean,
Yeah. My greenhouse fell down. Now I just got to pick it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
It was standing over. It fell over.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, damn. Well, let me pick it back up.
I'm going to have to get in the pool and, like, get my mask and stuff and go to the bottom and get some stuff because there's big things in the pool that, like, my vacuum won't pick up.
Yeah.
But, again, this is all first world stuff.
Hey, I got pool curtains in there. I'm like, y'all will be all right till tomorrow. Yeah, you'll be okay. Nerese, anything?
Yeah, so it's funny that you say that because I'm not really sure just yet because yesterday when I was doing this stuff inside the house, I sat down to go eat dinner at some point and I peeked outside my patio and I was like, some stuff look a little upside down. I'm gonna deal with that tomorrow.
Yep.
So today is tomorrow.
Yep, that's it. I think we all did it. I'm telling you, I'm sitting on the couch looking out these sliding glass doors at the few pool curtains just flipping outside of the screened enclosement. And I apologize to my neighbors. I promise y'all I'll get to it.
Now, I do have to check my roof because there were people in my neighborhood that lost shingles.
Oh.
And
no.
you might not know about that if you weren't home.
That's true.
So I'm going to have to get my little drone and fly it up there and take a look at my roof real quick because I got to make sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you don't know. And if you weren't home, you wouldn't have seen them fly off, and you won't know until the next time
it rains.
It rains, and then
you're like, what's that? That's that spot on the ceiling.
Right, so I do got to check my roof.
All right, we want to check in with you a couple days after the storm. Is there anything else that you're dealing with? Do you have any family in North Carolina? I was worried about my brother who lives in Atlanta. He said we just got some rain, and I was worried about my mom, and she's like, "Nah, we just got a little something." But I didn't know about. I don't think I really have any friends in Asheville. If I did, somebody would have called me. But I want to find out from you, is everything back to normal? There's still people. There's 2 million people without power in the state of Florida. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067, live streamers, good morning. Social media, we're going to talk to you too. But here's an opportunity to check in. If you are fine or if you had some damage and you're okay, we want to hear from you too. But if you got anything you're still dealing with, we need to know. We're in the studio. You guys are out there, and you can be our eyes and ears on what's going on. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Call us now. This is Johnny's House. Chaperone and Good Luck Babe. It's 6:53. Johnny's house, partly cloudy, 30% chance of rain. Heat index 105, and it's 74 right now. Just checking in and see if anybody got any damage or anybody got family up in North Carolina, my neck of the woods, and find out how they're doing. From Mount Dora, Amy, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, I hear a little sadness in your voice. What's going on?
Well, that's just because it's this time of the morning. But
Okay. She said I'm always sad in the morning. No, it's okay.
I did fine during the storm here. However, I have a sister that lives in Asheville.
Oh no.
And thankfully, she and her wife are fine. Their apartment is on high ground, and so they, didn't experience flooding. They have no water, no power. But she's dean of the cathedral for the Episcopal Cathedral in Asheville. And we're talking historic buildings,
yes,
things like that were completely flooded. The entire basement was flooded. The church offices up to the ceiling.
Now,
the sanctuary was flooded up to the altar.
When were you able to talk to your sister for the first time?
For the first time, it was mostly just text messages.
Text message.
But to actually speak to her was yesterday morning.
Okay.
And there's no cell service. So the problem is that everybody has to go into Hendersonville to the Publix, of all places.
Oh, my goodness.
And they can catch a signal there. And so yesterday morning, there was 200 people waiting outside the Publix in Hendersonville. Or Henderson.
200 people?
200 people just waiting to get supplies and to get a cell service.
Now, here's my question to you. The people of Asheville in that area had no idea this was coming.
No, not like
oh,
this.
My goodness.
Have they ever had a hurricane?
No, like they did not rain like that. Wow.
No. And I have another friend that lives there, and she lives more in the foothills, and the road to her house completely washed out. So thankfully their property is okay. They're okay. However, they have no way to get in and out.
See, let me explain. When the road washes out, it's gone.
Yeah, it's just gone. Yeah.
There is no road.
Right.
Wow. All right. Well, listen, I'm glad that she's okay and her and her wife are fine, but keep us updated, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for calling in, and you have a beautiful day, Amy. Goodness. From Altamont, Jonah, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you today?
And you too have family in North Carolina.
Yes, sir. My daddy and stepmom are in Bakersville, North Carolina, so it's not too far from Asheville. They're, I'd say, about an hour normally from Johnson City. And, of course, just like the last caller, they had no idea this was coming. And there's so many, like, creeks and little rivers and stuff that run all through those mountains.
Yeah.
So the water has, first of all, 20 inches of rain is what I've received from the emergency management director, is what they got. They were not prepared at all.
Yeah.
So besides the high water that's just coming from all the creeks and rivers, it's the landslides. So a huge portion of my daddy's property has just washed away.
Gone.
Gone. It was, the creek was 20 feet from his property line. It just swallowed up a huge portion, about a quarter of his property. So it was a solid 48 hours before we heard anything. He, took his truck, four-wheel drive, and a chainsaw and made it to Johnson City. It took him over 3 hours. He got some cell service. Had been blowing up his phone.
Did you say it took 3 hours just so he can get some self-service?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. Hold on a second. My goodness. Yeah. Ray, what is saying over there?
Somebody said I have a friend and her daughter having to leave their home in western North Carolina because this morning they were talking about how there is just so much flooding.
Oh, my goodness.
And electricity, they don't have any, no access to food, so they're coming to stay with her.
Good. Be anything?
Yeah, XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need a check? It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. A lot of different people with family in the Asheville area, they said they're expecting at least 7 days with no power.
Yeah, you got to get out of there. You got to get out of there. Nerese?
Yeah, Kelly's saying that she has a friend out in Asheville, too, that finally got access to service yesterday and to let everybody know that she was okay.
I think, okay. Yeah, I guess you got to drive to that one little place. 3 hours to get cell service.
It's tough.
All right, we're going to think about them. Miss Ray, what's going on?
The season premiere of Saturday Night Live happened this weekend, so we'll talk about it.
On the way on Johnny's house.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So seeing that the election is just a few weeks away, it is just perfect for Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so good for them. The show's 50th season kicked off on Saturday, and it had a very cold open. It was a presidential race skit that they did, but most of the people that were in the sketch weren't even cast members, or at least not like current cast members. They all came back. So Maya Rudolph, of course, played Kamala Harris.
Yes.
She nails it.
Yes.
So good.
They had to bring her back for that.
The sad thing is that I can't even listen to Kamala without even thinking of Maya Rudolph. Like, that's the point where I'm at right now. But, like, Jim Gaffigan popped up to play her running mate, Tim Walz. And Waltz.
That's a good fit as well.
Andy Samberg returned to play Kamala's husband. Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey?
Played Joe Biden.
He did great.
Dana Carvey
Yes.
came back?
Yes.
So funny because he used to do Ross Perot back in the day.
Oh, he was awesome, Ross
And this
Perot.
was in the, 80s?
It's so funny your reaction to the Dana Carvey thing playing Joe Biden, but everybody's saying that was like, besides Kamala Harris and Maya Rudolph, like that was the best.
Yes.
The best. He crushed it. So the only current cast member that was actually in the opening skit was James Austin Johnson, who played Donald Trump. So it's actually really funny if you want to check it out.
And they poked fun at everything. He made a comment about how he was forced out at Joe Biden. Because you would think they would stay away from that, like certain stuff, but no, they were all over it.
So you're probably going to see Maya Rudolph coming back more and more playing Kamala Harris just before, the election is right around the corner. So Jelly Roll is having the most incredible time right now with his life. If you saw what he did over the weekend, he had a sold-out concert at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
He played Central Park. And right after that, he had to have a police escort through Manhattan so he could be the musical guest on Saturday Night Live.
A police escort. Wow.
So he is living his absolute
It sounds like he's
best
enjoying
life.
every moment and taking advantage of all the opportunities that's coming his way.
That's quite a flip for him because he has run from the police before.
Right, seriously.
Brian, I bet he was sitting in his limo going, this is so weird to me.
This has been reversed.
Yeah. So after the Madison Square, or during the Madison Square concert, he brought out Post Malone. So they actually have their song Losers that they played. But Norris, you said your friend was there?
My friend went there. She was in New York, and she went to go see Jelly Roll, and also Busta Rhymes popped out. She was texting me while this whole thing was happening.
Busta Rhymes popped out at the Jelly Roll concert?
Yeah, and then also Post Malone was singing like Friends in Low Places, and then obviously Morgan Wallen came out, and they did I Had Some Help, so he's just having a party up there on stage.
Wow.
But if you want to see any of it, I know like the SNL stuff, I know the Jelly Roll stuff is on our website, xl1067.com.
All right, we come back. We're going to kick off a hype song, but I got some information that is about to happen that's probably going to affect your life around Christmas. This isn't a joke, and I'll fill you in next on Johnny's House. 7:07, it is Johnny's house. There's a 30% chance of rain, isolated thunderstorm. Heat index 105. It is 74 right now. If you haven't been paying attention, coming up tonight about 12:01, if they don't come up with an agreement, there's going to be a longshore workers East and Gulf Coast strike. And you're asking, why is that important to me? I'm going to tell you why. Because everything you get has to be shipped. And if they close the ports, you ain't getting.
Yeah, basically dock workers.
Yes, dock workers.
The ones that do all that labor to get your stuff off the boat.
Here's what there's going to be. Now, they say Christmas, 70% of the stuff that they have, they knew this was coming. 70% of the Christmas stuff is here. But stuff like fruits, alcohols, chocolates, even car goods, gone. What's going to happen is that if the strike happens now, everything they have, you're going to get. But slowly, or if it just continues to go on around January, you ain't going to find nothing. Bananas, they say gone because I think 90% of bananas are imported into this country. Chocolates, 90% of cherries are imported. Beers. I didn't know this, Brian. 90% of the rums.
Yep, but not mine, though.
Bruh, you need to go ahead and start getting it in.
Seriously.
Because around January, all of this stuff is going to be gone.
Mine is readily available. We make it here.
I'm not telling you to make a mad dash on it, but do the research.
Yeah.
12:01. If they don't come up with an agreement around November, December, the bananas now that you get for like 80 cents gonna go for $3.
Because eventually prices go up.
They
Because
go
that's
up
how
too.
it works with supply and demand.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do this. Brian, what are some weird stories that have to be true?
Well, that one's a sad one that happens to be true.
I'm telling you. I just want to let y'all to pay attention.
It's a little bit crazy, and it happened in Arkansas. Now, I ain't never been to Arkansas, but I heard some things about Arkansas, so I'm not super shocked. But allegedly, there was a couple that was trying to sell their 2-month-old baby for a 6-pack of beer and a $1,000 cashier's check.
No.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so several witnesses confirmed this. They have cell phone video of the baby's parents signing an agreement with this dude attempting to buy the baby.
Oh, my goodness.
The pack of beer and the check.
Wow.
They said that according to the parents, they just wasn't going to work out because they already have 3 dogs. And so having a baby and 3 dogs, it wasn't really going to work out for them. So instead of selling
you give
the
up the
dogs-
human.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it costs more to raise a baby than it does a couple of dogs.
You know, I also want to question the person who is receiving the baby.
Well, that person is the reason they're busted.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Okay.
The reason I'm telling you
I missed
this
that part.
story is because the third party.
The reason what you do is you get that baby and then you
Yes.
turn them in. You
Right.
don't keep the baby for yourself, but what you're doing is taking that baby out of their hands and making sure that child is
Yeah.
safe.
Right.
And then you call them in.
And the reason I have this story is because someone said, hey, these 2 fools just sold me a baby.
Yup.
So,
Yup.
yeah, the baby did need some medical attention, taken to the hospital, but everything's going to be okay. No money was actually changed hands. It was all, okay, let me take care of this. So, yeah.
You don't
Crazy,
you don't let that baby stay. You got to get that baby out of there.
And we watched this at home to catch a smuggler. So you'll see people smuggle some crazy things across the border.
I think I've seen the story. Go ahead.
There was a woman who got busted at customs
How much?
coming across the border with 700 pounds of bologna.
Bologna.
700 pounds.
They thought that it was drugs inside the bologna.
Well, there were some drugs. They also found prescription medication, $7,000 in cash, but the bulk of it was 700 pounds of bologna.
They say it was Mexican bologna.
Yeah, Mexican
I don't know
bologna.
what it makes it. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, it was made in
Spices
Mexico. That's
and-
pretty much
yeah.
it. No, I mean, they said it's not much different than regular bologna other than it was made in Mexico, which means it's made from pigs that were raised in Mexico, which
Yeah.
don't live up to the same standards as
Yeah.
us, which means you might get disease bologna.
Yeah.
And that's what they're afraid of. So they did bust her with $7,000 in cash, 700 pounds of bologna, and some prescription medication.
You going to jail for selling bologna?
Her bologna has a first name. It's Jose.
I don't get it, man. I saw that story. I'm like, what?
And this was crazy. We were watching this football game at Stadium Club over at Creve Royale,
Yep.
the Georgia-Alabama game,
yes.
which was a wild game.
It was.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
before it even got to be a wild game, it was a wild day for these 2 Georgia fans. So there's a high school kid. His name was Peter. He has tickets to the game, lifelong fan.
Okay.
So he woke up and found out that because of Helene, his yard was underwater.
yeah.
Like you couldn't get out of his house. So he called his friend Ben, who was supposed to go to the game with, and say, hey, man, I can't go to the game because we're trapped.
Yeah.
So Ben went to Dick's Sporting Goods and got himself a boat. And
To
then
go
he
get the tickets.
rolled up over to Peter's house, picked him up in the boat, and then they sailed on the boat to drier
totally
land.
understand that.
And then they went to the game.
I totally
Yeah.
understand that.
So all to go to the game. At the end of the day, they were Georgia fans, and it didn't turn out very
Yeah.
well for them. Alabama did win, but still,
Hey.
that's like ride or die.
Listen, Brian, that house going to be the way it is when you get back.
Yeah.
If I can get a mental break for about 4 hours, let's do it.
That's a good friend, though.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
To go and buy a boat and come
That's
get
right.
you.
I bet he say, "Hey man, don't scratch it up. I'm gonna take it back home."
Right.
You're gonna return it.
I'm gonna return it.
Keep the tags on it.
Keep the tags. Make sure it won't hit anything. All right, listen. It is time for what is your hype song? We need you to wake us up with your favorite song, the song that gets you going. Not your favorite song, because that don't get you hype. Now, if you're just calling in for the prize, I'm gonna tell you about. We're gonna tell you your hype song ain't hype. And if someone has called in your hype song before, we're not going to play it again. We need new ones. So whatever song that gets you going, we're going to hook you up. $50 Tijuana Flats gift card. Tomorrow, October 1st, is National Taco Day. And our friends at Tijuana Flats celebrating by giving National Taco Week. Celebrate with Tijuana Flats. Enjoy $2 off your favorite. Those tacos. This offer is valid all this week until Sunday, October 6th. At both in-stores and online. So $50 Tijuana Flats gift card. We're going to hook you up. We just need to find out the song that gets you up, that gets you going, because we need to wake the city up. A lot of people went to Lost Weekend, and they need to get up today. So what is your hype song? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let's get hyped with your hype song. You got to call in now on Johnny's House. Ed Sheeran, Johnny's House, 725, 30% chance of rain, partly cloudy. Heat index 105, 74 right now. All right, we need to get hyped. And again, we ain't asking for your favorite song. We want to hear the song when you hear it, you're like, yeah! And you ready to go out and take on the world. $50 Tijuana Flats gift card. Tomorrow, October 1st, is National Taco Day. Woohoo! All right, now, if I think it's a hot, we'll do that. That means it ain't that's your favorite song. You hear this? That means that song is hyped. All right, and I know y'all hate me doing this segment because I'm just being real. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just saying what the listeners are saying, but they ain't saying it because they don't have a microphone. Let's start out. Adrian from Orlando, good morning.
Good morning.
We ready to get hyped, man. You got a hype song. You ready to get it going?
Hey, man. If you haven't seen the music video of this song, that gets you even more hype. And
Okay.
I have no business listening to this song. I'm almost 40 years old.
But it gets you hype.
It's Hunana Mankind, Big Dogs.
All right, let's see if we can find that. Oh, I like it already. I like it. Yeah. Hype.
Yeah, wait a minute, get it how you live it.
Yeah.
10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big step underground method. Top-notch horse, get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror. But I got your ever. Pushing culture, baby, got that powder you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather.
Yep. I like it. That's a hype song right there, man. You hold on a second.
Yeah.
You hold on. All right, man. We're going to take it up to another level. From Kissimmee, Maria.
Yes, how are you guys doing?
Man, I know this hype song is hype because I can tell by the energy in your voice that this is the hype song of the year right here.
Dude, this gets me working every time. Gets me going.
Get you
every
going.
time.
And it's going to get us going too. Right?
Yes.
All right, what's your hype song?
All about that bass, baby.
Megan Trainor?
Yes.
I'm trying to help you with a better version of it even.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, bass.
Oh my God.
How come?
She said, "How come?"
But why though?
But why? It's a good song.
Because I used to be 310 and now I'm down to 170.
Well, congratulations.
Okay.
Look at you. You get a ding for that. That's awesome. You're an inspiration, Maria. But that song?
I know. It's my original, like the one I really like, is Chantilly Lace is my favorite.
The what?
Chantilly Lace.
From Elvis?
Chantilly
Big Bopper.
Lace.
Isn't that
Yeah,
Big
the Big
Bopper?
Bopper. Chantilly Lace. How old is that song? About 200?
About 3.
About 300? Brad's going to try to find it. I don't know. Wait, you ever heard of
I
that?
was like, nah.
It's
I've never heard of
The
it.
Big Bopper.
Hang on, I got to get through the YouTube ads. You know they got to make their money. Man, they put 2 ads.
I ain't gonna lie, Maria. We play old music around here, but I think this one might, you might, hear it.
Hello,
Baby.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Big Bopper speaking.
Oh yeah, this gets the party going.
Too bad I know it. I know this song. Now, we never played it on the radio, so stop it.
Yeah, you never introed this
No.
Baby, you know what I like.
Chantilly lace, pretty face.
Hanging down now.
Wiggle in the walk and the wiggle in the talk. Makes the world go round. Nothing in the world like a
big-eyed girl gonna act
real funny. Make you spend your money. Feel real loose like a long-necked goose. That's what I like. All right. Okay.
What's bad?
That was probably the oldest song ever played. That was the first radio song ever played on radio in the history. No, I'm joking. you rate like, what the hell is
Going up next is Richie Valens with La Bamba.
All right. From Leesburg, Lindsay.
Good morning.
Man, we ready to get hype. You got that hype song. You got that fire, don't you, Lindsay?
My daughter requests this every morning on the way to school.
This is
and
a
I
hype
help
song.
it gets me hyped, too.
Get you hype, too. All right, we ready to get hype, man. All right.
Good morning.
All right, we ready to go get this. And what's the name of your hype song?
I Got This Feeling by the Trolls. Sing it, Nora.
Is that Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this feeling inside my bones.
But it's in the Trolls movie.
It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city,
Like a jolly song.
It's like the Jolly song. It's the hype song.
when we in the zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul on my feet, got that hot blood in my body.
He's so close to pushing the button. You're kind of like Simon Cowell when he's about to press
It's a child. She know what she did. She put the kid on.
Yes, she did.
She put the kid on. You know I can't buzz the kid. All right. Wait. Hey, little lady, what's your name?
What's your name? Say it louder.
Nora.
And how old are you?
4.
4 years old. Congratulations, you're a winner.
Well played, Mom.
Yeah, well played, Mom. You know what you did. You do know what you did, don't you?
We listen every morning. She's a first-time caller. She asks every morning if we can call, and today we got through.
And she is a winner. Mom, you, Mom, you know what you did.
Yes, sir.
You know what you did. $50 Tijuana Flats gift card. Tomorrow's October 1st and National Taco Day. Make sure your daughter gets some tacos on us, okay? You know what you did.
Oh, she loves tacos.
4 years old, there's no way I can buzz that child. No way.
And tomorrow, I think they have $2 off Dos Tacos.
Whoa.
Speaking about, talking about old music, we're going to talk about feeling old next on Johnny's House. $7:34. It is Johnny's House. It is Monday. It's going to be partly cloudy. Let's see, 30% chance of rain, and it's going to be hot and humid. It's going to feel like it's 105, 74 right now. Lost weekend coming up at about 8:05. We're going to give you a rundown on how it went and all the good times that we had there, and hopefully you'll join us next time we get together. But a few of us, and erase myself, I'm feeling kind of old today because I saw what y'all were doing. And I stopped myself because I know my limitation. They have a sports simulator in the Stadium Club, which if you've never gone out to Caribe Royale and you want to watch sports, the most amazing place that you want to watch sports. The food's amazing. They have screens everywhere.
That is the spot.
But they have little, what you call them, like booths that you can rent out for like a little get-together with friends.
Yeah, they're like giant bays, and so you can reserve those and eat there. But while you're eating, you can play various sports virtually.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to do it. You have to do the physical activity.
Now, I first was familiar with that when we did our broadcast, and I threw about 8 passes, and my arm was like, throw a 9th one.
Right.
Throw one more pass. And then when the Reese came up and she was firing them out faster than me, I'm like, this ain't for me. I can't do it. Now, Ray and Brian, y'all all in it, man. Y'all holding competitions.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was 7 for 7 with the field goal challenge.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ray, you've got an arm, girl.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
So, and how do you feel today?
I feel fine. My arm is a little sore. Usually when I played softball, I would stretch before and warm up, but we just went full and like automatically, just full force.
Yeah.
So I'm a little sore, a little tender. And then on Saturday at the pool party, because we were all at the simulator again on Friday night
and Saturday night.
Yeah, but the next day I just heard some of the listeners and they're like, oh man, my elbow hurts, my ankle hurts.
Yes, because if you don't throw a lot, it's like your elbow gets, like my elbow was hurting, and then I used to play soccer, so I used to kick a lot, but I haven't done that in a very long time.
Yes.
So I didn't stretch out, and I had to hit a 45-yarder to seal the deal to show everybody that I ain't no joke. And when I did, I was like, "Ooh, that hurt a little bit."
Hold on, I want to get that text.
But you did it, though. You still got it.
The text Brian sent me yesterday.
No, I was 7 for 7. I was the field goal champion. But yeah, it came at a price.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, greatness is never free.
He goes, man, I'm not gonna lie, my elbow hurts, my legs hurt from being a quarterback and the kick in the Stadium Club. It took a lot out of me.
Yeah.
See?
That's what being great isn't free. You got to work at it.
Ray, did you see me playing the dodgeball one yesterday?
Yes.
So the dodgeball, you had to hit the zombies that were crawling
they're coming
to
your
you.
way, yes.
So you have to get your own dodgeball. You have to get your own rebound.
Yes.
That was a lot of bending that I
Yes.
had to do in a short amount of time. I was so out of breath. My left leg was cramping at one point. I was like, I need to stop
Really?
this.
Here's something that I can't do, and I realized this over the weekend, and I used to do this for years, is that I would go to a sports bar and I'd sit in a high top. And I'd sit there and drink and eat and drink and eat and just watch the game. And I think I sat there for about 2 hours. And I finally had to go to the bathroom. And I got up and
Yeah.
my leg was dead.
But that's a combination of the whole weekend probably catching up with you.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me. At the time, I was like, yeah.
Yes.
And then in the morning, I woke up and like, whoa. The hell?
Yeah.
Hey, after 4 passes, I knew that ain't, oh, come on, Johnny. Nah, I know my body.
I was like, why does my back hurt so bad?
Yeah.
My arm.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And I'll be back there Saturday night.
Yes.
Where the UCF versus UF watch party's going down. So I'll be there Saturday night again trying to hold the title for the field goal champion.
If you're looking to check the place out and you're going to hear us talk about it, Brian's going to be there. What time? Because I'm thinking about joining you.
For the UCF game. So, yeah, we'll be there
What time
watching
is
it. I think I want to say it's the 3:30 game, but it might be the 7:30 game because it's prime time. And so, yeah, myself and Brandon Kravitz from the Sports Station will be hanging out there.
And our boy JJ from...
JJ from down the hall. He DJs there. So
Good guy, good dude. So if you want to join him, make sure you make plans to do that. But we want to find out, when did you wake up feeling old because of something you did the day or the night before? You're fine that day. You're feeling like a rock star. And you wake up going, oh, man, what I do yesterday?
Well, it's a 7:30 game, actually.
7:30 game?
So, yeah,
Oh,
you
perfect.
could actually go eat because they had great food and then, kick a few field goals.
What's wrong with my arm? What's wrong with my leg? It happens sometimes. I don't care how old you are. It happens to you. When did you wake up feeling old because of something you did the night before or the day before? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile, 41067. Want comments from the live streamers, and we'll throw it up on social media. I know it's not just us. I know some of y'all woke up doing something like, yeah, I did this all day, and now I can't move. What was the event? What did you do? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We're going to talk to you, so call us now on Johnny's House. That's Billie Eilish and Birds of a Feather. You are listening to Johnny's House. It is 7:50. It is Monday morning, and it's going to be hot and humid today. It's partly cloudy, only 30% chance of rain. High of 92, but it's going to feel like 105 where the rest of the country is cooling off. We're not. It's 74 right now. Coming up after 8 o'clock, around 8:05, we'll get into a lost weekend, tell you everything that went down, go by day. But yes, over the weekend, they had those over at the Stadium Club. It was so many people there, so many having a good time, and they had these booths where you can simulate sports. I knew after 3 passes, my arm was going to take it. Some of y'all went all out, and you're feeling it today. So we want to find out, when did you do something that made you feel old? From Orlando, Linda, good morning.
Good morning.
What'd you do that made you feel old?
So I danced.
You danced?
Yes. Last week, my daughter turned 21 on Monday, so we took the weekend and we did a dinner cruise Monday night. Like, you know, you eat, you drink, and then we spent like 2 hours dancing on the decks while we were cruising. Perfectly fine, had fun, great time. Then I woke up Tuesday, and I was a little sore. And by Wednesday, I couldn't even do the stairs at work. Never mind the blisters that I'm still dealing with under my toes.
But you know what, Linda? Your daughter turned 21. You gotta dance. You gotta dance.
I did.
But you had.
And she wanted to celebrate with me. So.
Aw. Your body said, we're going to give you a pass for a couple of days.
Thank goodness we had that day off, that hurricane day the other day, because I needed it to recover.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Like I say, she was 21. You had to do what you had to do.
Exactly.
And you would do it again.
100%.
Thank you, Linda. Thanks for sharing that.
Thanks. Every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see how dancing. Dancing, I think, when it's okay until you start doing that, get low. You know,
right? Yeah.
You know,
because then you got to get high again. See, that don't work.
See, I don't get low. I just bend my back like I am getting low.
Right?
Yeah, just lean forward. Sabrina from Orlando. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Sabrina, what did you do that made you feel old?
I took my 2-year-old nephew and my sister to Disney with me.
Yeah, all that walking.
Running around after a 2-year-old in Disney, in Magic Kingdom specifically. That was.
And how many hours were you there?
About 5.
5 hours. And when did you start feeling the effects?
As soon as we got to the car.
Really?
He's 2 and he has ADHD, we're pretty sure. So he was a little ball of energy.
And how'd you feel?
And this was after his afternoon nap.
Man, how was it? How was it the next day?
It was a weekend, so I thankfully did not have to leave the bed much.
Disney wiped you out like that?
My nephew wiped me out like that.
Yeah. Chasing kids around.
Then Disney. I go to Disney every other week.
Yeah.
Pass number,
so you have to bend over, pick them up, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
He loves his aunties.
Mm-hmm.
He loves that.
That's the price you got to pay.
And he wants to drag us to everyone that he thinks is cool.
That's that's the cost of being auntie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Sabrina, thank you. All right, let's see. From Grand Island, Dahlia, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what'd you do when you started to feel old?
So my husband coaches our youngest son's baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
He's 7.
Okay.
And we often have parties, and all the adults get together and play volleyball. Now, in the moment, everyone's diving. You're just doing whatever you can, right?
Yep.
And it isn't until the next morning that I woke up and literally felt like I was dying, like I was dead.
You were diving for the ball?
Everybody, no. If you're not diving, you're not playing. Right?
Listen, I'm like this. I'll be out there, but if it falls and I got to dive, y'all can look at me all you want to.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm not. You should have dove. I'm not diving for it.
That's why you get picked last.
Yes, Brian, I don't mind being picked last.
Hey, one of y'all got to take Johnny.
That's right. I do not care because Johnny technically don't want to play.
I'll pick up the ball for you, Johnny.
All right. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. You doing body diving in sand? I know my body. And you know what, Dahlia? You're now learning yours. Play again. I bet you won't dive that much.
No, I won't. Well, maybe.
I was going to say, you probably will.
In the moment, you feel like you have to,
You will, but
well, everybody, exactly. Well, everybody, once you start drinking, that also doesn't help the situation. You don't feel it till later.
I know, but now if one's out of range that you think you may not be able to get it, you ain't diving.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm probably still going to try.
Okay. All right. Well, you hang in there. Your body said, yeah, do it again. Do it again. All right. You have a beautiful day, okay?
Have a good day.
All right. Ray, what's over there?
Somebody said playing pickleball for the first time.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, your girl was so sore.
Well, here's the thing about pickleball. The reason, it's popular is like people want to play tennis, but tennis is a running here and there. Pickleball is kind of confined and
You still got to run back and forth.
I mean, kind of like
you got to pick your opponent wisely.
Yeah,
You need someone who is on the same
yes.
run level as
Yes,
you.
yes.
And then
There are people that do sprint back and forth across it. I've seen videos. Yeah.
There was somebody that was moshing at a Seven Dust concert.
Ooh, that'll
They
do
said,
it.
I ached for 3 days in a row.
Wow. And I wanna say a big way to go to the students at UCF. You guys, you stood up when you wanted to. I mean, you nation the game here. But what was it? Big Noon.
Oh, Big Noon kickoff. Yeah.
And when DJ Khaled said he wanted to surf the crowd, and y'all carried him as much as you could.
Yeah.
Took him out about like 3 feet, brought him back in.
You didn't want to look bad on national TV.
I wouldn't have signed up for that.
Brian told me about it. I was like, oh, you really did do that. That's a lot of trust. Anything else? All right. Okay,
XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said deep cleaning the house.
Oh, yeah. A real one?
Makes you feel like you're super old.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Someone said they climbed the St. Augustine Lighthouse thinking they were in good shape. They couldn't use their legs for 5 days afterwards.
Jeez. That's a lot.
Saturday night, somebody went to the new PBR bar down on I-Drive over at Point Orlando, and they have a mechanical bull. They rode that twice.
Yeah.
And they said, I'm 42 years old. I feel like I'm 142.
Because that's going to jerk your body in ways you don't want to.
Yep.
It's a whiplash waiting to happen.
I'm telling you, hey, people, just know your limits. Know your limits. All right, let's move on, Ray. What's up?
A little update on what's going on with Diddy, of course. Got to fill you in.
Diddy Daily Update.
Yes.
Coming up next, Johnny Zone.
WXXL HD1 Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weeknd.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
106.7 Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so it looks like Diddy could actually remain behind bars for a year or more while he awaits trial, is what they're saying. So it's going to take them a long time to gather all their, information and evidence. But I guess it's not breaking his spirit, though, because his attorney did come out and he's telling everybody that, he's being positive. He isn't letting the indictment weaken his resolve, interest to making sure that this works out for him. So he's got this form of strength, his attorney said.
Now this is the same attorney. This attorney said he got that baby oil from Costco.
Yes.
And Costco said, hey, wait. We don't sell it.
Did you see that all of the other big box stores also came out and said it?
Yeah.
No.
Sam said,
I didn't see that
speaking
one.
of Costco, we don't sell it either.
Yeah.
Just so y'all clear.
So, that solves that. That answers that question. But the Tubi documentary that I was telling you about, or the TMZ documentary, has officially dropped on Tubi. So it is the...
Oh, it's out?
Yeah, it is the Diddy indictment, defense, and a ton of other issues and stuff that haven't been surfaced yet, is what they're saying. But there is another woman that came forward, and she was talking about how there is a sale of one of the tapes. Because
I heard about that, mention that one.
Yeah, we heard one of the tapes was going for what? Almost like $500,000.
$500 million.
Was it $500 million?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
They said on the dark web it was $500 million.
Yep.
That is insane.
Because it had Drake and Bieber in it.
Yes.
According to the sources.
According to them. So now there is this another woman that has come forward that claims that she's 54 right now, and back in 2018 is when she was contacted about the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
Yep.
So I guess there was one of the tapes that's leaking around Hollywood and it's being shopped around, and this is one that she's saying there's a more high profile female that appears in it.
And they said her name is bigger than Diddy.
Yes.
Then they said she wasn't doing anything. She's there just watching all the other stuff that's going on.
Yes. She said, I can tell you that the video was pornographic, that this was in his Atlanta home, and it does seem like a person isn't looking into the video and doesn't seem aware that the video is being taped. So that is what we're hearing about this supposedly video that's being shopped around on the internet right now.
Did she say she's seen screenshots?
Yes.
Of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, this woman is able to, escape, she said, and file a police report. And I don't know.
So
there's just so many now.
Did she file one back in the day, or was this one?
No, recently.
Oh, recently.
She
okay.
recently filed it. But I did watch some of the other documentary that's on Hulu, and that interview is pretty interesting because they have some people that worked with Cassie back in the day that did see stuff happen with Diddy and all of that. So there's just a lot of stuff out there. Jason Sudeikis, I don't know if you saw what happened to him.
No.
He had to beg some fans to basically back off of him. So he was telling a person that was seeking an autograph to back off of him because he was getting freaked out when he was leaving a club and he just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
There was about 15 to 20 people that were trying to get autographs from him outside of a comedy club in Los Angeles, and he was begging them. It is so sad to see this video, but he's begging them to leave. So he left around 9:30. When he got outside, those people just bombarded him, and he just couldn't get away from the photographers.
Really? They had him enclosed.
Enclosed, yeah. So you could see by his reaction outside that he was telling the people that he's you guys are scaring the S out of me.
What is that? What is his hit show? He's a soccer coach, or he used to be a football coach.
Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah. Isn't that him?
Yeah.
What's the name of that show?
Oh my
very
God.
popular
It's
show.
on Apple TV. I've only watched a few episodes because I can't afford it.
People love it.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
No.
But I know what you're talking about.
I'm watching on a plane because it was free.
So...
Wow.
But I feel like Jason Sudeikis was talking about how he understands now Chappell Roan because she has been ripped by some fans for basically saying she doesn't want to be famous because of these people that cross their boundaries.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah. I mean, every time I've seen him, even on those tabloid shows, he's very nice to everybody. So for them to be like that, he's like, yo.
I know, that's what I was saying.
I was just in there having a good time, guys. Come on.
But it's we always say that there's so many people that want fame, and then they get it, and then it's so scary.
And he's been famous for a while. So for them to do that, they must have really had him enclosed.
Yeah.
All right. We come back. We're going to start telling you about Lost Weekend. It was a great weekend. We'll tell you day by day what went down right here on Johnny's House. Shabuze 807. This is Johnny's house. Partly cloudy, isolated thunderstorm. Only a 30% chance of that, but it's going to be hot. 105 is what it's going to feel like, and it's 74. All right. Lost weekend. That's when we decided, you know what? Since COVID, we used to go out all the time before COVID, doing different things, and it kind of slowed down. So we said, you know what? Let's just design something that we can do. We're not doing a cruise this year, so that we can just hang out with listeners, and we developed Lost Weekend. And we met with the Carib Royale Resort, which is an amazing place. If you have an opportunity to go, if you want to have like a weekend staycation, the place is amazing. And they said, sure, you can do it there. So we got together, and we started on Thursday night. You guys did, because I thought I got there late because the hurricane turned the lights off in my house. But you guys got there and had dinner, and the next.
We did the pool Thursday. Hung out for a little while.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
the actual pool.
Yeah, and then we hung out.
Then Friday we did the show from there. I won money from listeners. Thank you, appreciate it. Way to bet.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Because I know Ray always give me a time. You taking their money? Yes,
Yeah.
they were grown, and I took.
This time
the
I didn't
money.
feel too bad for them.
I took the money. Yes, I did. And then the activities really started about 6:30. That's when we took over the rum bar in the Carib Royale, and we said, okay, a lot of people knew each other. And then what was it? Was it the live streamers that came in with the shirts?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had our names on it, and then at the bottom of it had live streamers, and
Yep.
we were there drinking, and Reese had a band there, and they were playing, and we gave everybody a card, and we cut it in half, and you had to find the person that met that card. And then you have to find something about them, and then we'll bring them up, and then you can talk about that person.
Yeah.
Now, downstairs is a fine dining steakhouse.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
So you guys who decided to join us start yelling out numbers. King of Spades! Hey. Find the person.
Yeah. No, it was loud.
Yeah, we were loud.
Within moments, you're like, all right, go ahead. Immediately.
Find the person. And that was cool. And afterwards, we broke out. Now, I did cigars, and there was probably like maybe, I think it wasn't a big crowd. It was probably like maybe 17 or 18. And it was kind of like just a chat session. We were smoking cigars. They was asking questions. We was talking back and forth. And it was really cool. And I said, okay. Ray, she was down at the Calypso pool bar. What was going on down there?
It was good. Everybody was like getting some dinner and stuff, and just hanging out, having some drinks and talking and laughing. So it was a really good time.
All right. And Arice, you were still you stayed at the rum bar, and you were playing some music with your band.
Yeah, and I got some love from all the listeners. A lot of them were surprised to hear me sing. They were giving me all the compliments and making my head big, so thank you for that. I seriously had a good time, though. And then, when I wrapped it up, I took the time to come and hit each one of you guys, of course, for content. And I'm just like, dang, like each one of these spots is lit. Like, it's very unique.
Yeah, everybody. It matches the personalities of the show. And Brian went down because Miami was playing.
Yes.
And
it's a big game. Big game.
The Miami fans were the ones that wanted to watch football was there, had an area that was closed off.
We started watching the game on the big screen. We got one of the bays, the virtual bays. And we had the game on the big screen for a while. We weren't playing anything. We were just watching. And then halftime kicked in, and we turned it into a sports competition. It ended up being like a long drive contest. Truck driver Brian came by. If you've heard the show, you've heard him. He's actually really good at golf.
Yeah.
But he did not win the long drive contest.
Really?
So yeah, he was mad because he was like, I'm all right.
This is my thing.
One more swing. But this dude was killing it.
Was he really?
He got like 360, I think, was his long drive. I'm like, dang.
Wow.
The Jeremy Rice, he was there. Did he?
JJ Rice was pretty good. Yeah, he did pretty good.
But he didn't win?
No, I think the longest was 360 something.
Really?
Wasn't me. My longest was 220. I'm not good at golf.
I don't remember what mine was.
Yeah, but we did that, and that just kind of rolled into pretty much all night because the Hurricanes game went until midnight. So.
And then the next morning, Brian's wife and Brian hosted. It was supposed to be the morning show.
Right. There was only supposed to be like 8 of us. Pajama breakfast.
She said, yeah, come by. I'll have breakfast for the crew.
Because we had a kitchen in our room, like a full kitchen.
Yeah. So we said, let's make it a pajama party. So everybody wore matching pajamas and rolled up in there. Start drinking mimosas and drinks, and get the day started. The food was amazing.
Yeah, my wife can cook.
I had to stop because I was about to get the itis, and we hadn't even gone to the pool yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what, man? I want another plate. But I'm about to not get another plate.
It took everything in me to not get a second plate.
Right, you ate 8 biscuits.
Oh, the pumpkin spread.
Oh,
the
yeah.
pumpkin spice.
She kept going,
I
the
kept going
pumpkin
back.
spread's the bomb. The pumpkin spread's the bomb.
I was like, give me more biscuits.
I'm mad I didn't try that, the pumpkin spread. I think my favorite thing, though, was the synchronized swimming.
Yes.
That was so funny.
Brilliant.
And then after that, we met at the pool, and we did a whole day of activities. The cool thing about this crowd is that, the rain hit.
Oh, it hit hard.
It hit hard.
Yeah.
And it was like, so?
I was just saying, God is just putting more water in the pool. That's all.
Now, people usually run from it. They didn't.
No,
They didn't.
not at all.
All right, I tell you what, we're going to take a break. We'll take you to Saturday. And if you were there and you're part of Lost Weekend and you want to give your observation, your views of whatever it was that went down so people know the next time that if you were thinking about doing it, you can do so. Now it's time for you to call us. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You live streamers love to talk on the radio, so now it's time I'm asking you to. So call us up. Lost Weekend, Saturday was crazy. Synchronized swimming, contest that didn't go we want. The Raid defend her championship. All of that, we'll update you on that next right here on Johnny's House. 825, Johnny's house, 74. Going to feel like 105 with a heat index and a 30% chance of rain. Lost weekend is over. Caribe Royale Resort had a wonderful time. Can't thank them enough for housing us, and everybody's having a good time. We got into it on, if you missed any of it, listen to the podcast. We're on the Saturday. We had all these events that we had planned. Now, the ones that didn't go well, pool jousting. You're supposed to stand on someone's shoulders. You got pool noodles, and one at a time, you have a fight, and then that person's the winner, and we're going to narrow it down to have one champion. I thought I explained it well. They all jumped in the pool and started fighting each other.
Yeah.
They were just beating each other in the face.
I said, stop it! Stop. One girl it was like, whap, and she fell in the water. One girl was so short that the person on her shoulder kept her under the water. I said, stop. It's over. No winner. And then the dance contest. They started dancing. Nerese, I guess you got tired.
That was so messy. The communication we were trying to have.
I know, because she was upstairs, and we was going to put our hands over each one, and the crowd was going to cheer, and there was 5. We did 1, and then we did 2, and we said, winner's 1.
Yeah, I was like, what about the other 4?
I could have sworn Johnny was like saying like, no, we're good.
No.
Number 1 is the winner.
No, I was like, here. He's like, all right, winner 1 is over. And they was like, what about us?
We were all like,
guess you ain't make it.
Whoops.
Guess you ain't do it. Ray's hula hoop contest. No, I was on the mic because there were still guests there. And I was on the mic. The world hula hoop champion is here. And if you'd like to go against her, she wants to do a warm-up before the national tour. And it was nothing.
I had so many people that weren't a part of last weekend. They were just vacationing. They were like, are you really the world champion?
You should have said
like
yes.
In the world? And I was like, oh, my
You should have said yes. Absolutely, I am.
Not the world.
Ray took them out. Then we did something Brian brought up. We said, let's do synchronized swimming. And there was one group that said, we'll do it. And they practiced.
They nailed that.
They were
really
good.
did.
Nobody would have beat them.
Like the way that they dove into the pool together. And
then pool relays. That's all you had to do was take a float, take it to the other side, give it to your teammate, they run it back. And it was 8-person team.
Mm-hmm. I saw that was going to be so much fun. I went live on that if you want to check it out on X1067 Instagram.
It was a good time.
It was competitive.
They said there's a controversy. They said if you watch the video, it looks like the other team wins. It's the angle of the video that showed.
The video that shows, oh my goodness.
I was standing between the two teams, so I know which one came across first. But from the pool angle, it could look like the other team, but it wasn't.
And also the other team should have been confiscated because I said, do not throw the float.
Yes.
You have to hand it.
Yep. Oh, it was awesome. And then into the night, we had an award ceremony, and it was a great weekend. Had the opportunity to talk to some of you one-on-one, and you were talking about your love for the show, and we're just so appreciative that, so many of you said, you know what, I want to spend my weekend with them. We did it for you guys, and you guys came out, man. Steven from Inverness, good morning. Inverness, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Is this the king of the weekend?
You know it. I'm wearing my medals right now.
Yeah. How many medals did you win?
5.
5. And they were all listener. We didn't vote at all. We had no vote in this. So these were all from your fellow weekenders, man. Congratulations. How you feeling today?
The voice, the sunburn, but we're pushing through. I pushed a meeting just so I could get on here and talk to everybody.
No, you and your wife are awesome, man. When you do something like this, if you don't have friends or I know there's a couple couples that just came on their own and they see everybody. And one thing that you and your wife do is you go around and you make sure that everybody's included and you make people feel welcome. And that's why they remember you guys when it's time to have the award ceremony, because you make a point to go by and be nice to everybody. And we appreciate that.
Yeah, we loved everybody. I mean, I even met some people that were not part of our group accidentally. It was a great time, and I got to give a shout out to my queen.
Yeah,
15 years, baby. I love you. I know you're out there working. We had a great time this weekend, and
weren't y'all?
Our sailboat made it.
Are you celebrating? When you're supposed to celebrate your anniversary or something? You guys had other plans, and you decided to stay for the weekend.
Yeah. Well, I initially wanted to take her to the mountains to a secluded cabin.
Yeah.
And she said, nope, you ain't doing that. We going to the last weekend. And I'm so glad we did. We had a blast. I love seeing everybody there. It was just, and even some people that I didn't know were part of the live stream that we had met at a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome DJ Johnny.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm like, I know you.
Yeah.
I know you.
Not me. There's a guy there. His name is DJ Johnny with his family.
He's DJ'd one of our parties at my house
he
before.
told me. Yeah. He was there with his family. Good people. They look, wherever y'all go, they're like, we're there. So it was good, man.
Yeah, I was a master of ceremonies at a wedding that he was a DJ at.
Nice.
Nah, he's a party. He was on this morning. All right, man. Well, thank you guys. I want to say congratulations, and I'm glad you guys had a great time.
Thank you. Much love to you guys.
All right, and let's see. Calling us from DR. We're not talking drive. We're talking Dominican Republic. Was he the drunkest? Oh, tie.
It was a tie.
It was a tie for the drunkest man of the weekend. Umberto, what's up, man? You crazy? You're out there.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Johnny.
Hey, that voice didn't come. That voice didn't come from me. You're in an all-inclusive right now. I can't even believe you're up and calling right now.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get charged for this call, by the way, but that's more money you're taking from me.
That's true.
Hey, every time I got a drink, I thanked him for giving me his money on Friday.
Your ability to form a sentence got worse and worse throughout the night, to the point where at the end, you were just making sounds.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I do not remember.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't
at all. I went hard.
Yeah, you did. But one thing I can say, man, is that the whole weekend you were smiling.
I
You
will
were
not do that
smiling.
again. Yes.
You're smiling and having a good time, man. And I love giving you a hard time.
No, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. It was fun. I mean, obviously, the next morning I felt so bad. I didn't know what I said or whatever, who I offended. So I was just making my rounds in the morning.
I don't think you offended anybody. None that I know of.
I mean, you're like a fun drunk.
You hit a random girl with a golf ball.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I know. I feel so bad. But I was telling the live streamers this morning, I was like, I hit myself in the head with the golf ball.
You did. So
I'm
your
just not a
first,
good golfer.
the first one hit himself, and then he went again and he sliced it and it bounced off the wall, the roof, the floor, over all of our heads into a table 2 tables back by the bar and hit a girl in the arm.
And I was like, how? I was like,
Oh my God.
I was asking, bro, how did he do that? He's like, bro,
It's a trick shot.
But no, I'm glad you guys came out and enjoy your vacation, and we'll see you again. I'll give you an opportunity when your money back.
Okay, and I have a question. I didn't know if you guys made an announcement. Maybe I was too.
We can't tell you that on the air. Okay? Hey, now that was just for y'all. It was just for y'all, Umberto, and everybody there. Let them know what the announcement was, because we can't say it on the air right now. We come back. We're gonna talk about some things that are just simple things that bring you joy in life. Let's do that on Johnny's House. 8:36, Johnny's House Lost Weekend brought a lot of people big joy, but what little things bring you the most joy? We got a list and we want to hear from you next. It's Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 106.7. This is Johnny's House. It's Monday, and it's going to be hot and humid. Only a 30% chance of rain. It's still holding at 74, and it's going to feel like 105 with the heat index. This weekend, a lot of people joined us for Lost Weekend. That was big joy. Brian, you got a survey that tells you the little things that bring people joy.
Yeah, so they ask people what simple joys in life bring them like a great pleasure, but they're nothing a big deal. Mm-hmm. So like on the list is hearing your favorite song on the radio.
Yeah.
Because it takes you by surprise. You're like, oh, that's my jam, and then it brings you a little bit of joy. Mm-hmm. The smell of freshly brewed coffee is on the list.
Yeah.
The smell of freshly baked cookies is on the list.
Okay.
Catching up with an old friend that you haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then the number one is waking up after a good night's sleep.
I ain't felt that joy in years.
Just a simple joy.
A good night's sleep. Not a night's sleep, but
right.
a good night's sleep.
You wake up after a good night's sleep.
It's not off topic, but when's the last time y'all woke up and you're like, oh, man, that was a good night? I can't recall.
I can't either.
Same.
Right?
Saturday morning, I woke up pretty decent because I slept in a giant bed by myself.
Yeah.
Because my wife didn't come till Saturday morning.
To
Lost Weekend.
Yeah.
And it was freezing cold in that room, and I had a ceiling fan going.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I will say that was the closest I've had to a good night's sleep in a while. And I did wake up going, oh, this is nice.
This is okay. All right. What little things bring you joy, bro?
Well, watching the Hurricanes win, that's a huge one for me. Like, I was high-fiving strangers. I don't do that. But so I would say that. Watching my son do anything that brings him happiness.
Yeah.
Seeing him succeed at anything is like a little thing that brings me joy.
Okay.
And then waking up before the alarm clock. Like when I wake up, we talked about this last week. When I wake up by myself, and the alarm clock isn't what gets me out of bed, but I get myself out of bed. That's nice.
Yeah. For me is every day when I leave here on my way home, I call my mom, and talking to her and hearing her excited, that brings me joy. Even though I hate the car line, I enjoy when a kid gets in the car and goes, "Hey, Dad, hey, how was your day?" And he tells me about that. That brings me joy. And jazz music. Okay. Any song brings me joy. Ray, what brings you joy?
I do like a good cup of coffee. I know I told you guys last week I came in here, my coffee wasn't good, and I was like, my whole day is ruined. I do like that. A good hair day. I do appreciate.
A good hair day. What makes a good hair day? You talking to a person who?
I don't know. Just like if it lays nicely
Like
without
you do
me
it the
having
day
to do
before.
anything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day it's nice.
Yes. Let's see here. Cuddling. I like cuddling.
Yeah.
Hearing my kids laugh.
I don't like cuddling for the sake of cuddling. I like to cuddle and.
If it leads to something. Cuddling's a gateway drug.
Yes, exactly.
No, I'm just talking about straight up cuddling.
Is there a time limit? Like,
Nope. I just like being held. I just like being held.
I cuddle for two reasons. One is I want to go to sleep, and two, I don't want to go to
We
sleep.
already know. We already know.
It's two extremes.
Yes.
I would say a good hug from my kids and hearing them laugh.
Yeah. That some about the pure laughter of a child.
Yeah.
They need to like bottle that.
It's so cute.
And Nerese, how about you? What brings you joy?
Walking my dog is simple, because I step outside and I don't bring my phone with me, so I like it. It's a little bit of a walk.
Mhm.
And my dog, she just brings me so much joy.
Mhm.
Eating food. But I mean that so seriously. Like this past weekend, everything I ordered at the sports bar was so good.
Yeah,
I was
that's
actually
true.
looking forward to like the next thing that's on the menu, and I'm like splitting up with all my other friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Dancing, definitely that,
Mhm.
and getting pictures from my nieces and nephew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we want to find out from you what little thing brings you joy. We're going to hook somebody up. City fans, your Lions are ready to battle with their Eastern Conference foe, Philadelphia Union. It's going to be Wednesday, October 2nd, 7:30. The match is presented by Accepted Insurance. You and a friend will be there. If you'd like to go, all you got to do is tell us the little things, not the big things, but the little things that bring you joy. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If it's busy, you can't get through, text. Our XL Mobile is 41067. Good morning, live streamers. Time for y'all to speak up about the show, and we'll throw it on social media. The little things. What is the little things that just brings you joy? Let's talk about it next on Johnny's House. Sabrina Carpenter, Johnny's House, 847. High today of 105 with a heat index, 74 right now, and a 30% chance of rain. We just want to find out those little things that bring you joy. And we're going to hook you up with some tickets. Check out the Lions as they take on their Eastern Conference foe, Philadelphia Union. It's going to be Wednesday, October 2nd. You're going to be able to check it out. Let's find out from Deltona. Juan, good morning.
Good morning.
Turn down your radio, that player. We can hear ourselves. There you go.
My bad.
We got you. All right, so what is it that brings you joy? A little thing.
All right, so it's two things, and they both involve my wife. But when me and my wife, we greet or we're about to step away, we do 3 simple kisses to each other.
Yep.
And it's always 3 kisses, but then she gives me a look, and it's just beautiful.
Aww.
And then the second one, which is cute, but when she gets food, especially if we're at a restaurant, she does this little dance. It's so damn cute, and I love it.
I know that there's a lot of people that get excited about food. It's kind of like when it's good food, you that food that's like
Mm-hmm. It's the same way I look at her.
Yes. Girl, that's good. Juan, you hold on a second. That man that loves his wife right there, boy. From a popcorn, Monica, good morning.
Morning.
All right, Monica, what little thing brings you joy?
I like when you are like at your wit's end with your kids, like they've been butt heads all day, and then that one moment when they finally like switch and say sorry and just want a hug. Like it all just goes away.
I think that's one of those things that God instilled into you, because if that didn't happen, you wouldn't like your kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, it's 50-50 as it is.
But when they do that little thing, you're like, look at my little angels. Aw.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd call him an angel, but at least it's bearable.
I'm trying to help you, Monica. I'm throwing you every round.
Like, nah, I don't need it.
Monica, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, you hold on a second. From Tampa, Zach, good morning.
Good morning, guys. What's going on?
All right, you live in Tampa?
I do, yes.
And how did you do with the storm?
Perfectly fine. I mean, I got a lot of rain and a lot of wind because I'm in, like, Riverview.
Okay.
But about 20 minutes south in Apollo Beach, my buddy got flooded to the point where he was kayaking down the middle of the street to bring his neighbor a beer.
Oh, that's a true neighbor right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's a neighbor right there, man. All right, so what brings you joy? A little thing brings you joy, Zach?
Well, first off, Brian, we're going to have to talk about that hurricane's coming in a minute. Second off, my son plays hockey for the Lightning's developmental team.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome. And he's 8, but he's a bigger kid. I'm 6'3", 240. My wife's 5'10", so he's just not fat. He's just a big, broad kid.
Mm-hmm.
And with the amount of money we sunk into that sport, he's become very good at it.
Of course.
He's up a league. So I love watching my 8-year-old check the 10-year-old into the board. I just love it.
Oh, my
It's the best feeling in the entire world. You can't beat it. It's the best feeling.
You're going, with the investment that I put in this child, and he checked the 10-year-old, is worth it. It's totally worth it.
Exactly.
You hold on a second. Ray, what they say?
Let's see here. Being able to see both of my parents.
Mm-hmm.
My after-school tea sessions with my teenage daughter, where she spills all the tea to me.
Okay.
Hearing my kids laugh, taking a nap as an adult.
Yes. I love taking the nap. I just don't like waking up.
I know.
You know, because we got to wake up. Brian.
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call attorney Dan Newland. There are so many on here. Just sitting by a fire pit with my wife, someone said.
Mm-hmm.
When I get in the car, my wife filled up the gas tank when she was out running errands, so now I got a full tank of gas.
Because sometimes you come home to an empty gas tank.
Yep, and a bunch of people, when they wake up to a clean house.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Or go home after being on a trip and going home to a clean house.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. Let me read what the live stream is
Yeah,
saying.
we got KG. She said that we stepped out of the last weekend to watch my son play ball, and we got a good video of him making baskets for his team. So
Very good. Very good. Juan from Deltona, we're going to hook you up. You got Lions are ready to take on the Philadelphia Union. It's going to be Wednesday, October 2nd, 7:30, and the match is presented by Accepted Insurance. Hey, coming up, 9 o'clock, got that first keyword for you to win $1,000. That's on the way right here on Johnny's House.
Clogged drain? Get it cleared now at FloridaBenjaminFranklin.com.
XL.
Live from our Farrah and Farrah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farrah fight. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. XL 106.7, Orlando's #1 hit music station. WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Hey, it's Johnny Magic. It's time to pay your bills. Enter the keyword right now at XL1067.com for a chance to win $1,000 and a VIP grand prize trip for two to the iHeartRadio Jingle Ball Show in New York.
The keyword is bank. That's bank, BANK.
Enter that keyword now at XL1067.com. Good luck.
Pay your bills 13 times a day, every hour from 9 to 9 on XL1067.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
106.7, Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Here's a little controversy to talk about. Sabrina Carpenter, did you see that she is now on tour, which, by the way, she's coming this month, October. But she, in one of her music videos for Feather, she did like a bloody kind of like film in the Brooklyn Catholic Church.
Ooh.
And
she didn't have permission?
She did get permission, and that's the thing. It actually led to the dismissal of the... what is it, the Monsignor?
Monsignor.
Jamie, he let her shoot at that location, and he got dismissed because he let her shoot the Feather video
at the place. And I can see where he would say yes to that because he's like, listen, we'll be bringing younger people to the church.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it made sense to him.
Well, now there are people that are speculating that there are some ties with the indictment of the New York City mayor.
Huh?
And I'm like, what?
Jeez.
Could Sabrina Carpenter really be tied to the indictment of the mayor because of this whole music video?
It's either going to be the mayor or P. Diddy. She's going to be tied with somebody. One of the two she's going to be tied with.
I know, but I'm like, this is actually wild. And she actually acknowledged it during her show at the Madison Square Garden on Sunday night. And she goes, did you see this? She's like, damn, what now? And she goes, looking at the crowd, should we talk about how I got the mayor indicted? And I was like, what? Is she admitting it, or is she just like fueling the speculation? So obviously, according to the New York Post, there's a federal investigation subpoenaed to the church in question. And so there's just all this controversy.
Goodness.
I know. I'm like, this dude probably thought, hey, why not? She's shooting a music video.
Yeah.
And then he got dismissed from working with the church. But now they're talking about how they're actually appalled that they had this violent and sexually provocative film that was in the Blessed Virgin Mary Catholic Church.
Ooh.
So the church actually had to be re-blessed, and the whole establishment and everything had to, like, I don't know. It's just wild.
When we had Cheap Shots, our basketball team, our thing is, listen, we go anywhere to help you raise money.
Yes.
And there was a church that every year we were playing. And they said one year the pastor said, well, you know what? This radio station comes here every year. Let me listen to them.
Uh-oh.
And it was adult conference.
On a Wednesday.
Oh, my God.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, that is right. And when he saw us at the basketball game, he was like, oh, I listened today.
Yeah, they're like, ooh.
Whoopsies. Thanks for letting us come.
We always they kept all the money, you know, so.
Right.
And we were bringing.
He probably figured some of our people need the word anyway.
Yeah. They're like, bring them in. Bring them all.
Bring them in.
Anna Delvey, she was on Dancing with the Stars. She was like the convicted.
Her exit cracked me up.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's the one that was like the convicted felon. She has the ankle monitor on Dancing with the Stars and all that stuff.
I remember that, yeah.
Well, she got eliminated from Dancing with the Stars last week alongside.
It's hard to dance with
an ankle monitor.
I mean, she's not really much of a celebrity other than they made a movie about her story.
Okay.
Yeah, so she got eliminated alongside Tori Spelling, who also got eliminated too. So when they asked Anna Delvey what she learned from her experience, she said, I learned nothing.
So the best part of it is they went to Tori Spelling first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they asked Tori Spelling, what do you think about your experience and your time here? She's like, oh my God, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I met so many nice people and this will change my life forever. And I got to dance in front of my kids. And she's like, and I'm not leaving. I'm going to be right here in the crowd watching this whole thing because I'm addicted to this now. It's such an amazing thing. Literally 2 seconds later. And what about you? What did you get from this experience? Nothing.
I was like, savage.
I'm like, yeah.
Savage.
I what you get for hiring a felon.
Yeah. So you go from this long, elegant response from Tori Spelling to this woman that's got an ankle monitor saying nothing.
Nothing.
But anyways, she stopped on Tori Spelling's podcast to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, which you can hear the misspelling on the iHeartRadio app. That's what the podcast is called. And she was talking about it, and she goes, listen, the judges told her what to do, and she tried to follow the instructions of what the judges were saying, and she ultimately got rejected. So that's why she feels like she had nothing to take away from her experience.
It wasn't the judges, it was the people voting on you, because there's some people that were dancing horribly, but the crowd votes on you, and you...
Yeah, so she was like, I felt like the judges and the producer were gassing me up and telling me if she smiled more, if she had like a really good experience, that she would be voted for.
You can't be smiling like, it can't be like a forced smile.
I mean, they were telling her what works.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, just because it didn't work doesn't mean that they're wrong.
They gassed me.
She said they were gassing me up. So I learned nothing.
She was so bitter.
Yeah, she was.
Especially when you see the contrast
I gotta watch that video.
of Tori Spelling being so excited.
Yes, and I'm going to be here. Even though I'm not a part of it, I'm going to be here to watch.
Yeah.
I ain't learned a damn thing.
It was so awkward.
Is there a follow-up question?
No.
Okay, let's go to commercials. All right, what's been happening? It's been a long weekend. Let's talk about what's trending next on Johnny's House. Good luck, babe. Chaperone into 710 and Johnny's House. What's trending? What can we expect, Nerese?
FIFA, they want to try something new for the World Cup.
I heard about that.
Mhm.
All right, we're going to share it with you next on Johnny's House. 9:13. It's Johnny's house warming up close to 80 right now. It's going to feel like it's 105, 30% chance of rain. Other than that, it's going to be partly cloudy. Narice, what's trending?
Yeah.
What's trending?
So the 2026 FIFA World Cup final is set to feature a Super Bowl-like halftime show for the first time ever. So it's like kind of marking like a significant shift in the traditional world of World Cup finals. So FIFA, they're really looking to kind of like enhance the entertainment aspect of the game by introducing major halftime performances, kind of similar to the Super Bowl. And this move could really like kind of change the game for it. So what they want to do is just blend together sports and pop culture to bring in more viewers, more audience, and really just entertain.
What did they do in the past? Just nothing?
Yeah, I don't think they do anything.
Yeah, they don't do anything. Yeah, they just. They go back to the booths and people talk about the game and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but they
I'm
never
surprised it took them this long to kind of think of something like this because this is a global sport.
I mean, it's already the most watched sporting event ever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't really need it per se.
No.
To me, I think it's because it's probably some sort of crookedness and someone's getting some kickback.
It's FIFA.
FIFA's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2026 FIFA World Cup final will be held at MetLife Stadium, New Jersey, July 19th, 2026.
Whoever they use is going to be a global giant.
Right. The
Before
streaming
or
numbers will
after.
go- Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
There's a 79-year-old woman who broke her leg while she was hiking to the spot where she had scattered her mother's ashes. And she was on a national forest trail. Basically, she twisted her ankle and she wasn't able to walk from where she was. Fortunately for her, these group of strangers, they were walking by and they found her without hesitation. They all got together and carried her down the trail. So she actually called for help. Had she had to wait for for assistance to come and get her, she would have to wait there for 5 hours.
Really?
Yeah. So these guys, they were just trailing along. By sheer luck, they found her and they each took these turns carrying her. One of them was holding her for like 2.5 hours down the trail.
Now, I've never hiked before. And Ray, you've hiked before.
Yeah.
When you're hiking up a mountain, do you ever think about finding somebody and helping them down? Because if I was hiking, I'm like, you think like me, I think like me. I'm sure there's somebody up here saying, damn, how I get up here, I can't get down. I need some help.
No. I think I only think about that I'm going to get lost.
Yeah.
Or just to remember my way back.
Or get attacked by a bear.
Yeah.
That's one of my fears. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to one of the guys. They were actually a U.S. Air Force airman, and they got an Achievement Medal Award for that rescue. Another guy recently just got rescued with his dog by a U.S. Coast Guard after being stranded for hours from these the rough waves from the sea that rolled in from Hurricane Helene. Helene, yeah. So this incident occurred when they were on their boat. They came across some issues, and the boat actually started to sink. So the man called the Coast Guard, and they were found almost immediately. So you can see in the video from the Coast Guard, he has like a camera strapped onto his helmet, and you could just see like the dog, the golden retriever. He has like a life strap on around him.
Yeah.
And so they hook him on, and they bring him to the helicopter. And even the pilot at one point was saying that he had to fight like these gusts of winds that were coming in at 60 miles an hour.
And they were stranded on what, like a boat, a sailboat? Just
yeah,
a
the
regular
sailboat
boat?
in the middle of the sea.
My thing is this. If you save me from a boat in the middle of the sea, I heard you, God. I ain't never getting on that boat again.
Seriously.
I've heard you.
Yeah.
And I got rescued too?
It's like, did they not know a hurricane was coming though? I don't understand
I mean,
that.
it did come up quick.
Yeah.
So I will say that, but I mean,
Yeah.
you still have a little bit of heads up.
Yeah, and earlier today, Ray mentioned on Celebrity News that Maggie Smith had passed away. Well, she played a huge role in the Harry Potter Chronicles, and this past Saturday, fans honored her legacy at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and they all got together outside of the Hogwarts castle where that dragon is, and they all lifted their wands together to pay respect.
That's why they were doing it. I saw the picture, and I'm like, well, what's going on there?
That's cute.
Yeah, so shout out to you guys.
All right, we come back, going to give you an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to Universal's Halloween Horror Night plus Parking Pass. We'll tell you how you get those next on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 106.7. It is Monday and Johnny's house. We're going to get maybe a 30% chance. Most of you won't get it. Some of you will. It's going to be partly cloudy, and currently it is 78 right now. So this was on X over the weekend or
Yeah,
recently?
I just saw someone post it, and there was a bunch of replies. If you could look into one celebrity's cell phone, not to go through the whole thing, just to see their text messages, whose would it be and why? Now, there's an obvious.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Diddy.
Yeah, but you got to kind of remove that one because I think everyone's first answer right now is going to be Diddy. A lot of people were saying J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Because they're curious what's going on because it seems like they're not together. Then they are together. Then they're not together.
Yeah. Mine would be kind of unusual, but it's just my own curiosity. And I want this. I want to read the text messages go back about 3 to 4 months. It would be President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I want to see the text message between those two. Because I'm sure they're on a private server that nobody else can see those. Right. I won't tell nobody. I just won't access it so I can just sit back with a bag of chips and a couple beers and go, oh, damn.
That'd be interesting.
Well, damn. See, I knew that.
Right.
Oh, really, though?
Because we know the official story.
Yes.
We don't know the story.
Yeah, I would like to read that. Ray.
That's funny.
That's a good one.
What celebrity messages would you like to read?
Probably Justin Bieber, just because he's got a lot of friends.
To anybody, or just go through the whole phone and
just
go through all
go
of
through the whole phone, just because he's got a lot of friends.
How far you want to go back?
Well, I mean, I would go recently right now because I'm sure he's getting a lot of people asking him about the whole Diddy situation. So I would go right now.
Okay.
And look at his phone. And then the other one would be Rihanna, just because I would want to see what she's talking about.
Well,
like, she's wild.
You would hope there's a photo in there that she sent to her man. Don't lie.
She's just like, I mean, what does a billionaire talk about?
Okay.
Besides smoking weed, which is her favorite thing.
Now, I know we said P. Diddy, right?
Yeah.
But I wanna streamline that one too.
Okay.
Because he can't talk because of lawyer client.
Right.
Yeah. It would be P. Diddy and his lawyer. I want to see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want to sit back and I want to see that.
His attorney is I can't.
I want to see him in big font. Get me out of here! You told me I'd be here 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I think everybody would love to see the transcript of Diddy's phone right now.
Brad, you say yours?
I think for me, it's first Elon Musk.
Smart.
With everybody.
Yeah.
Because I mean, again, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
He sends people to space.
Yeah.
He's a pretty smart dude, but also he's up in everybody's business.
Uh-huh.
And then I think 50 Cent would be good.
Oh my gosh.
Because 50 Cent don't give a damn. Now, he says most of his stuff out loud anyway.
Yep.
But I would like to see the stuff back and forth, like with this deal with Netflix and what this, because he said this goes back decades.
Yes.
The stuff he has. I'm like, yeah. Plus,
Okay.
he talks junk about everybody.
Okay.
So I would love to see 50 Cent.
All right. Nerese, what celebrity phone you like to read their messages?
Johnny Magic.
Oh, what? I can't. There ain't nothing to read, please.
I was gonna say that'd be
ain't
boring.
nothing. I'm telling you. Let's see. One was from my boy Christian. One was from my girl, my family group, morning show. Carmen, the director of Baby DJ. Alex, my son. Brian. Glory from promotion.
Well, dang, never mind.
There's nothing in here.
For
Now,
me,
hey, some old ones now. Woo!
all right, we got to scroll deep in there.
Yep, none of these. None you see right here.
For me, though, it would be Cardi B. I just feel like she just has so much to say outside of just being on live already. But like the way that she spills her tea is so entertaining to me.
I would want to, but if I only had one, I wouldn't use that one because I think after reading Cardi B's, after about 8 or 9 messages, I'm bored because nothing she could say would surprise me.
Yeah.
Unless she's saying, "Okay, Offset, pick me up at 8 o'clock so we can go to service on Sunday." Now that would surprise me.
That'd be weird.
Anything other than that would not surprise me. All right, I want to find out from you what celebrity messages you would like to read, text messages or the messages on social media. What would you like to read? Got a pair of tickets to Universal's Halloween Horror Night plus parking pass. You'll never feel more alive than when you're scared to death at Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Night select nights now through November 3rd. This is where horror lives, all right? We want to hook you up, but you got to tell us, and you got to explain why. Because I know this is a hot ticket and you just want those tickets, but you got to tell us what celebrity messages you'd like to read and why. And if we don't believe you, we're going to call you out. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. Live streamers, we want to hear from you. We'll throw it up on social media. Messages of celebrities you'd love to read. We're going to hook you up. Pair of tickets, the Universal's Halloween Horror Night and the parking pass. So you need to call us so we can talk to you on Johnny's house. 9:36. It is Johnny's house on a Monday. All right, our thing is this: you can get in any celebrity's phone and read their messages. Who would they be? And one of you randomly, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights plus parking pass. But you got to tell us and explain why you want to read their messages. From Altamont Spring, Christian, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, whose phone and whose messages you want to read?
So I would love to see the text thread between Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk over the past decade.
You think they text each other? Has it been known that they text each other?
It's a great question, but I feel like if you're in that,
that loop,
one up each other every single year, and you got, if I was Elon Musk and I made more money than Jeff Bezos, I'd send him $100 and be like, don't spend it all in one place, bro, boy. I feel like you got potential to make jabs.
If this week I'm richer than you and last week you're richer than me.
Right.
Okay. All right. I mean, everybody.
That's if the billionaires have a sense of humor.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I was going to say something, but that's him. That's what he wants to read.
You could throw Mark Cuban into that, too, because he is not as rich as them, but he talks like he is.
Yes.
So they would be like, nah.
I don't think he's in the club. It's
No,
like, hey,
no,
man,
he
hit me
just
back.
thinks he is.
Yeah. He sent out a group text and nobody would send anything
Because he was
back.
on TV, so he's technically kind of more famous, but
Yeah, money. From Claremont, Catherine, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. What celebrity's phone message you'd like to read?
Kris Jenner.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. Well, tell us why.
Well, because she has her hand in everything. She has, they say that she controls the press.
Yep.
They say that, that she leaks certain things. I want to see text between her and OJ.
That would be nice. I would read those too.
If I'm not mistaken, Brian, if you correct me if I'm wrong, did they have text messaging when they were?
Not early on. It would have been late in
on,
life.
and then they weren't really. You
get my reason.
You expect Chris to say, when you gonna come see your daughter?
Right.
Why don't you stop playing? Come see your daughter.
Or you need to tell them that this isn't true.
Oh, just like, why am I gonna lie? All right, hold on a second. From Kissimmee, Selena, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Everybody here all right?
Yeah.
Everybody's good, girl. All right. What celebrity's phone messages you like to read?
Prince Harry's.
Harry,
I can see that, yeah.
That would be real interesting.
Like the messages between him and his brother before his book came out, what him and his grandmother talked about when he got with Meghan Markle.
Yes.
What he said about the grandbaby. Yes, I would love to know the family drama in that.
I think the most you're going to get out of is him and his brother, because I got a feeling they just went off on each other in
Yeah,
text
I'm
messages.
pretty sure they went back and forth, especially when that book came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because the older brother's like, man, you messing up the whole family. This is who we are.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
That'd be a good one.
That's a good one. I like that one. All right. Let's go to Palm Bay and Serena. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So who's the celebrity text message you like to read?
I would love to read Aubrey O'Day's.
And who is she texting? Anybody in particular? Just all of them?
She's the girl from Diddy Kane. So
Yeah.
And she's the one that always talks. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I wonder who is telling her, please be quiet, or here's my tea, spill it for me, because they're too scared to do it.
No one's told her to be quiet.
See, she said Diddy without saying Diddy.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's what she did. Because if there was no Diddy situation, she wouldn't care about Aubrey O'Day.
That's true. Yeah, you want to know about Diddy. That's who you're trying to find out about.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
But, yeah, I think she has all the tea.
Yeah.
I think she's got way more in the arsenal.
Serena, I like your creativity. She said, y'all say I ain't say Diddy.
Right.
So
She went Diddy through the back door, see.
Ray,
No pun intended.
What are they saying on social?
Somebody said Oprah. She's in everybody's business.
I don't know. If you think about Oprah, I don't think, unless it's her and Gail, I don't think she would really.
Yeah, no.
She's more protected than that. That's my thoughts on that.
Jay-Z is another one.
Okay. Mhm.
I want to read Taylor Swift. You know, she's got some juicy gossip in there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I want to see the cute text between her and Travis Kelce.
I'd like to see that too, because I guarantee she got him acting all cutesy.
Oh,
no.
The happy emoji a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
All right, B, what are they saying over there?
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. There is a Prince Harry on here as well, because they want to see what everybody said. Let's see. Someone also said Kevin Hart and The Rock would be funny.
Yeah, it would be funny.
Because they go back and forth with each other all the time. And then someone said Will and Jada.
That would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. And Nerese.
Yeah, I actually put this up on Instagram at XO1067. Everyone is saying P. Diddy.
Of course.
And then even around him, Meek Mill.
Meek Mill?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's their own choices.
Well, because of P. Diddy, though.
Yeah.
These are all people that are hoping to get P. Diddy dirt.
No, for real. And Post Malone, Kels Duff said Post Malone. He's a polite guy.
Yeah, Post Malone, I don't think he would text anything you'd be surprised of. You would be like, oh, okay. Okay. Selena from Kissimmee, who said Prince Harry first. We're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Universal Halloween Horror Nights plus parking pass. You'll never feel more alive than when you're scared to death at Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. Select nights now through November 3rd. This is where horror lives. $9:44, it's Johnny's house. We gotta get out of here. Sandra Ray.
Got a fun little meeting with you guys, and then I am gonna do some stuff around the house. I gotta go grocery shopping, laundry, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, don't forget, y'all need to pay attention. Where's my story? 12:01 tonight. If there is a strike, there's gonna be a lot of stuff you can't get here in the coming months. Because the longshore workers in the East and West Coast, they're going on strike. And that means that a lot of stuff, you understand, a lot of stuff that ain't here, brought in here by ships.
Yeah.
And there ain't nobody working the ports.
No one's going to unload anything.
Chocolate, alcohol, popular fruits. They say bananas, forget about it. Cherries, forget about it. The liquor they got on the shelf, they say you should be good for Christmas because they knew this was going to happen. So 70% of the Christmas stuff is already here. But if it goes on for a long period of time, the beginning of the year, you won't be able to find almost anything. So don't act like 12:01 tonight. And they say they don't look like they are the two sides of communicating.
You better
with each
find
other.
your local farmer's market.
Yeah, seriously.
That's where you go find your vegetables.
His sad thing is bananas don't hold.
Nope.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Doris.
Yeah, kind of taking it easy today, finishing up what I need to do to clean my little back patio. I'm afraid to see what's back there. And get some work done, edit some videos, catch up, because I do want to do a lot of posting from all this content that I have from this past weekend. So
Very good, very good. And Brian Grime.
Just a bunch of radio shows I got to do, and then I got to get my house back in order, obviously, from the weekend. I literally put my life on pause on Thursday.
Yeah.
Same here.
So
Same here.
Everything that was there on Thursday still has to get done today.
And that's a sad thing. It's like it just sits and wait on you.
Yeah.
It'll be
Luckily,
back.
none of it's major, but yeah, still got to do it.
Just
So,
stuff that needs to be done.
I'll be doing that after we get to meet with the promo team and hang out here for a little while.
Looking
So that'll
forward
be
to
fun.
that.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan Seacrest, it's all yours. Y'all have a beautiful day. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, everybody. I got to say bye because I got work to do. And meetings to go to. Came out last weekend. Hope you had a good time. If you didn't make it to last weekend, it'll probably be in the live stream or newsletter that I threatened to cut the live stream if y'all get out of pocket. And I did, because I can. All right. Peace out.